I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you conniving little critters. Question of the day. Coke or Pepsi? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Conniving Critters featuring the brand new Alchemy card, Diviner of Fate. This is a cute little wizard. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it connives, but it does not stop there. Whenever you discard one or more cards, which is what you'll be doing when you connive, seek a card that shares a card type with one of those discarded cards. This ability triggers once each turn. But this is really good here because every time you connive, you're gaining card advantage, which is absolutely insane. So basically, we're going to be wanting to connive or discard quite frequently. So obviously, we've got the Raffine Shimi Scare. Now, I'm thinking we might want to run 4 of these because it's literally that good. Obviously, whenever you attack, target attacking a creature connives X. And basically, we're just going to be conniving over and over again. We also have the Ledger Shredder. We only need 2 because a 4 gets a little bit cloggy here. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, you're gonna connive, baby. We're just conniving critters, and ooh, that's just the theme here. A very, very awesome deck here. Obviously, Midrange Esper is very popular in Standard, so I think that this Diviner of Fate is going to make Esper or Obscura very, very relevant in Alchemy. Obviously, we've got some other stuff. Herald of Vengeance is also a cute little Alchemy card. Other than that, it's sort of like kind of mid-rangey, kind of control-y. But basically, we're just going to be conniving as much as we can, gaining all of the card advantages that we can, and just beating our opponents through sheer will of conniving intensity. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Chump I Flash. Okay, either way. We don't really have any flash, but we do have connive, and we're gonna roll with that because that's pretty gosh darn good. So let's see what we got here. I mean, obviously the Diviner of Fate with the Raffine is like a dream. Okay, that rhyme was definitely intended, but let's see what we can do here. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Okay, what do we want to do here? We kind of want to set up this properly, so I guess this is pretty easy. Don't have to do too much thinking here. Let's go for black, and then we can set up for Vanishing Verse or Doomscar, and then go for the Diviner of Fate, which this card is so busted. Oh god, this bat is so busted too. Busted in my ears. So, okay, we can do it. We could set up for the Bind to Secrecy, or we could set up for a Vanishing Verse. What's the odds that they play a non-creature spell so that we can counter? I don't think it's very high. Do they play a permanent, or do they go for non-creature? I think even if they were, I don't think they would probably play it on our end step. So I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. We can wait for the Doomscar. The Doomscar's not that important right now. So let's see what they do here. So Nadar. Okay, so gladly we go for the Vanishing Verse. Let's get rid of Nadar right away. I know they get to, you know, do your little dungeon shenanigans. Go ahead. But this is really good here. This is really good. We get another Diviner of Fates. So let's go ahead and drop the Deserted Beach. And now we can go for Diviner of Fates. And then whenever it enters the battlefield, connive, whenever you discard a card, you just, like, gain card advantage from this. This is so insane. So let's go ahead and do this. We connive, and we can discard a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on it. But if we don't, we can just grab something else. So let's go ahead and do the Doomscar. So then we get rid of this, and we get a free sorcery. So we just get another Doomscar, which it is what it is. But if we don't need something, we just pretty much gain card advantage through this. So even if they get rid of it, whatever. But if we can get the Diviner of Fate out with the Raffine, which connives every time you attack, the card advantage is literally not fair. It's literally bonkers insane. So yeah, okay, so what are they gonna do here? Create a 1/1, or a treasure token rather. Treasure token. Okay, do your worst. So let's see what they do here. If they can get rid of our Diviner of Fates, that's... Okay, so they actually can't kill it. They can't just kill it quite yet, which is fine. Not too bad here. Forsaken Crossroads. Okay, how do we want to play this out here? If we do this... Gosh, we could go for a double Diviner of Fates. That's pretty good. I don't think we're ready for the Raffine just because we can't really attack in comfortably. So let's go for Diviner of Fate number 2 here. Okay, connive. Ooh, Obscura Charm. That's pretty good. It's pretty good here. Maybe we just get rid of the Doomscar. I kind of want to increase the power, so we have to do a non-land card. So I guess we'll just go for the Doomscar. We've already kind of committed to the board here. And then we're going to probably just get another one anyway. So there's a Duress. So 2 Duress. 2 Duress, and then we're going to obviously play at least one of them. Look how insane that is, though. So now we go for Duress, and then we go ahead and do that. We don't have anything to get rid of. But that's okay. Absolutely bonkers insane. The amount of value you get from this Diviner of Fates is like, it's just not even fair. It's really not. So is this other creatures you control? So maybe we can double block here. I don't know if I want to give up both of our creatures here. So draw. So then the Precipitous Drop does kill us here. So they do have to discard a non-land card or else we just block. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We're probably just going to have to let this go through. So we do. So, yep, we're just going to let this go through. We're not going to give up our precious Diviner of Fates. There's no way. We gain way too much card advantage with this. Let's just go for Duress. Maybe they got something here. They did draw a few more cards, so we might as well just Duress here. And they do. They get rid of a Disdainful Stroke and a Kaito. So we'll get rid of the Kaito. The Kaito is brutally scary. Cloister Gargoyle. That doesn't really do a whole lot for us, does it? Let's go ahead and place down the Forsaken Crossroads and then just drop our Raffine. So let's go for blue is fine. Whatever. Blue is fine. We can no, I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and scry. Another charm is fine. These charms are really good in this deck. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop our Raffine. So Raffine. And we can... Do we want to attack here? I don't think we do. I think we just kind of stay put. Let's stay put here. We can kill out the Nadar, barring something that they draw. Are they going to go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant? They are going to go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Okie dokie here. So here's the thing. Depending on what they put this on, it's not pretty here. I think we're going to have to get rid of our Diviner of Fates, but we can also go for the Obscura Charm, so it's not great, but we do have to kind of be wary of our life total here. And they do get to venture into the dungeon one more time. So they're just going to scry. They're just going to scry. Okay. So what are we... I mean, we can't really take 8 damage. That's a little bit too obnoxious, right? See, unlike them, they don't get card advantage from their connives. We get actual card advantage from our connives, which is really nice. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think that I kind of just want to let this go. Bounce off the Raffine. Nah, that's a little too much damage, right? So this is 10 damage. But then we have 2 Obscura Charms. This is a little risky. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep our Diviner of Fates. So we're going to take a lot of damage here, but because I know that we have this Obscura Charm, and we're going to be able to cast both of them, I think we can kind of get away with this. So let's drop this for white. Let's go for white here. And then we can go for both Obscura Charms, one on the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and then one on the Nadar, because we can't do this because it has Ward. So what I want to do is swing with the Diviner of Fates. So put on the Diviner of Fates, and that really sucks. We're probably going to have to get rid of this Bind to Secrecy then. Because we obviously can't, we have to have it have 4 power. So I guess we'll get rid of the Bind to Secrecy. That really sucks, drawing the land there, but it is what it is. We get another one instead, and we get the Vanishing Verse. And the Vanishing Verse helps out. Look how good this is, though. Every time you connive, you just get a card to replace it. Like, it's kind of busted. So I think what we're going to do now, let's just go ahead and just take care of the Nadar right now. I think it's a little bit, yeah, we'll go ahead and do the Obscura Charm here. So destroy target creature. We'll just take care of this right now because I don't want them to venture into the dungeon any longer. End the turn. Now this Raffine can bounce off this, and then we obviously have a Vanishing Verse for the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Yep, so that's fine. That is fine. Do we want to go for the Charm or the Vanishing Verse, though? I think we want to go for... Okay, they just put it into their hand. Venture into the dungeon, put it into their hand. So, okay. So they venture into the dungeon, they're probably gonna get, what, a treasure token? Oh, they're gonna go to a 1/1, okay. Let's go ahead and just... Let's go ahead and Obscura Charm this right now. Or no, let's Vanishing Verse, excuse me. Let's Vanishing Verse the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, because we might want to use Obscura Charm on to bring something back. We could bring... Oh, well, we'll depend what we do here. Should we have used the Obscura Charm? We get the bounce. This is no big deal. Whatever they play, we just bounce it. It's not a big deal. Boom. Bounce, baby, bounce. And that is no big deal. Now we get a Kaito. Kaito is nice. And now we don't have to worry about this Hive of the Eye Tyrant shenanigans, which is very, very nice. So let's go ahead and drop the Deserted Beach. Do we want to swing in? Here's the thing, though. We're just going to cast the Kaito right now. I don't know if it's that important to swing in here right now.
You'll never see me coming.
They'll never see me coming. Never? Okay. I think we want to draw a card. We'll just get rid of the Raffine's Tower. And now we get a Ledger Shredder.
What do we have here?
We do get a land to replace itself. Now we can go for a Ledger Shredder. Or do we want to swing in with a Divine? I think, well, let's place down the Ledger Shredder. We're kind of in this for the long haul, so I guess we can do this and then swing in with the Diviner of Fates. Like, I don't know. Let's just stay put. Let's just stay put here. Kind of clunky and awkward here, but I think we'll be okay. What I'm really kind of scared of is this Nadar. Because I know that it gives everything +1/+1. Plus, if they have like a removal spell, we're in this for the long run. They kind of want to kill us quickly. We kind of want to, you know, stir this along. So put a 1/1 on the Raffine. Probably most likely, we're gonna have to block with the Raffine unless they can threaten for lethal. Because they're gonna, you're gonna swing in with 2 creatures here, and they're gonna double connive the Raffine, which obviously puts us in a possibility for lethal if they don't want to discard a land. So let's see what they do. If they discard 1 land, we can just we can let it go, which is kind of interesting. So they do. They actually do have lethal on board, so we have to at least chump block here, which sucks a lot. And then it becomes, do we want to do the Raffine or do we want to do the Ledger Shredder? Faithful Absence. We do get the connive here, so that's kind of nice. And here we go. We get the Bind to Secrecy. I'm going to do the land. So let's get rid of the land here. Diviner Faith will replace the land, so no big deal there. And now we can actually... We can just go for Bind to Secrecy now. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and Bind to Secrecy. We'll counter the non-creature spell. So bang, we get rid of that. And then now, because we have 5 mana values, we can go ahead and take this. So we have to be a little bit careful here. Target creature gets -X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. I don't think we can really do that. We'll go ahead and give them a thinking here because we're going to take a second. If you gain life this turn, return the one target creature card from your... Do we gain life? How do we gain life? I don't think we really gain life. Search your library for a non-legendary card. Put that card into your... I think we're just going to do Unmarked Grave. So Unmarked Grave is going to be the move here. We'll block you. We'll block you, and I think we just chump block. Because they're not going to really be casting more than 1 spell, so I think we just chump block here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So up to 5. Now we just have to just get rid of these creatures, and I don't think that's going to be that difficult. So let's go for the Unmarked Grave. We can just... I've never even played with this card before, so search your library for a non-legendary card and just put it into your hand. Or put it into your graveyard. Oops. Okay, so oops. So let's go ahead and let's see what we got going on here. Let's go ahead and swing in with Raffine. Yep, I know this is kind of weird, but now we get a Vanishing Verse. So the Vanishing Verse is going to be really good. I guess we can just get rid of the Unmarked Grave, because I don't know how we're going to really make use of this. So, either way, ooh, no more sorceries. We'll go and give them an oops. Guess you should probably know your deck a little bit. So let's go ahead for the Vanishing Verse, get rid of the Nadar. Then we can go for Obscura Charm, and I'm just going to do this right now. We're going to pay the ward cost, yeah, whatever. Whatever, just do this now. Get rid of it. And now we've pretty much cleared the board of all of the threats. We get to draw a card. Herald of Vengeance.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
We'll play this. A little bit awkward because we can't cycle. But now we're sitting pretty well. Don't want to. We're not out of this yet. We're definitely not out. But as long as we have the Diviner of Fates and the Raffine, we got the dream, baby. We got the dream team out here. We still have 5 lives, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're what they're playing here. I think we're okay. We're sitting pretty well here. Is our opponent gonna rope, or they actually think? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be too judgmental. They might just be thinking about something. Did you get lost in the dungeon? Oh, you about done yet? We are about done. There we go. Well, our opponent is just gonna let us have a good old jolly time with them. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Let's go ahead. I'm going to draw first. Because we get the connive, I think it's a little bit more important to do this. And whatever. The opponent is just taking their longest time. They're just going to go ahead and rope. But whatever. It is what it is. Oh, okay. Oh, what? We won. We did it.